I'm Sal F. I'm a compulsive gambler. My last bet was July 27, 1970. All I could say, man, thank God for Gamblers Anonymous. Thank God. I always say, where the hell would I have been if there was no Gamblers Anonymous, man? The kind of a guy I was, I had no relationship with my wife. I wasn't a father. I wasn't a husband. I wasn't a brother. I was a son. I deceived and betrayed everybody. I was just nothing. And and I always thought I was a nice guy. Because you know what? I did everything for everybody else. But when I came into Gamblers Anonymous, I started to talk. And I listened to myself. I said to myself, how could I possibly do these things I'm talking about, man? How could I be like that? I just couldn't believe it. And when I talked, I found out. I did everything for everybody else. But what did I do for myself and my family? Nothing. And this is the way I came in. I believe I was two people. When I gambled, I didn't know anything different. I was a kid. I shot crap in a schoolyard. I played softball for money. Everything had to do with money. And when I came into Gamblers Anonymous, I became another person after a while, after I stopped gambling. And the pressure came off me, and I realized who the hell I was. I found out I wasn't sick. I was crazy and insane. How could I possibly do the things I'm doing? I'm repeating myself again. How could I do them? People used to come up to me and say, hey, Sal, how you doing? I say, great. Meanwhile, I couldn't go home because the telephone was ringing. I couldn't go to work because I had bookmakers and Sherlocks waiting for me. Everything was a lie, but I had to keep up this attitude because I had to let everybody think I'm good because I didn't know if these guys were going to be the next guy I was going to ask money. I couldn't tell them I owed money and I was in bad shape. Then I couldn't touch these guys because I was always looking to con somebody. And this is my life. I came into Gamblers Anonymous 42 years and 2 months ago, and I came on my knees begging here. And in 42 years and 2 months, I learned how to stand on my feet. I never want to kiss that ground anymore. I gave enough time. I gave enough everything to it. One thing happened to me when I came in, man. I became free. Do you know how good it is to be free? That I can go out and smell the fresh air, no more banks, no more finance companies, no more jumping when the phone rings, no more hurting anybody, and most of all, not hurting myself. Do you know how good that feels? It feels great, man, great. And it was never the money, It's the time. Can you imagine? I gave up my whole youth and part of my adult life for what? To what? To win 1,000, win 5,000? It would have never changed my lifestyle. It would have never done anything for me. Meanwhile, I had to go out and steal. I kited checks, bounced checks, I forged checks. I broke every bank book we had. I cashed in every bond my daughter had. I had to go and, if I could use the word, kiss everybody's ass for money. This is the way I live my life. Unbelievable. When I talk about it, how could I have done it? My parents tried hard for me, and this is the way I end up. So I knew I was crazy and insane. I used to steal my own money. I was made of steel. I couldn't cry. I didn't have the compassion. I used to be a taker all the time. I couldn't give nothing. Always taking, always in trouble. It's unbelievable. When I say this all the time, it's just unbelievable. And I never want to go back to living that way. I lived it long enough. I'm so happy I'm here in Gamblers Anonymous. And my relationship with my wife was nothing, man. Nothing. I would have sold her for $10, $5, give her away for nothing. But today, man, I kiss her ass in Macy's window, if I could say that. That's what I would do. And I can hold her hand. I could kiss her and tell her I love her once in a while. Nothing's perfect, but you know what? It's so much better than it was. And I'm so happy for that. So in finishing this off, I always say, when I was gambling, I was smart. I did it my way and listened to nobody, and I heard everybody. But I got stupid. I came into Gamblers Anonymous, and I listened to somebody, and I did it their way. And you know what happened? Things got better. And not only did they get better, I was able to help people now instead of hurt people. You know how good that felt? It feels great. Great, man. So I said to myself, I'm going to stay stupid, stay in Gamblers Anonymous, and I've been here for 42 years and a couple of months, and thank God for that.